Hello, welcome to In Your Face. I'm Quentin Gilbert with Drew Rulio and Hayden Wojniak, and we're here to debate the most controversial sports topics that there are. First off, LeBron James has just announced that he's gonna switch to point guard this year for the Los Angeles Lakers. How do you feel about LeBron going to point guard?
I think it's a good move. I think if anyone could do it, it's LeBron James. With the players they have on the Lakers roster right now, I feel like I don't feel like, I know that LeBron James will perform the best at point guard, giving the players he has.
The Lakers are just too big to do this. Their shortest player, they're in the same situation as the 76ers. Their shortest player is 6'6", Danny Green. He's the shortest starter on the... Who's going to chase around all the point guards and shooting guards?
Rajon Rondo's
smaller
than...
No, starting.
Okay.
They have nobody under 6'6" on the starting roster. Who's going to chase around all the point guards and the shooting guards? Who's going to chase around the James Hardens and the Steph Currys? Because you've got Danny Green out there, but then what if you're facing a team like the Warriors with Steph Curry and D'Angelo Russell? LeBron's not going to be able to chase around those two.
Well, every team plays a different type of defense. Defense isn't defense. Defense is the type of defense you play, and they're obviously going to play big defense.
Well, that makes no sense. If you have to cover the people. You can't just have
Since when is
LeBron
defense
running
just man to man? Why can't they play zone?
Because the zone, when you're facing a team like Steph Curry and D'Angelo Russell, the zone is all about making people shoot from outside.
Depends what kind of zone you play.
No, the theory behind most zones is to make you shoot from outside. If
Your
LeBron's-
argument sounds just as good as he said my last name. Horrible.
Okay, everyone remember, the Lakers did just sign Avery Bradley.
Avery Bradley's washed up. He sucks.
Avery Bradley actually put up really good number on the Celtics, and he just got injured. And I think if he comes back from that injury well, he'll be decent.
He was already coming back from that injury. He was on the Grizzlies, and he did nothing. He was terrible.
Well, then
To be
again,
fair,
he
when
was
you're
on
playing for the Grizzlies,
Yeah.
True, but Marc Gasol was good with the Grizzlies.
Two totally different players.
Okay, let's switch this up now to NBA free agency. Who won?
The Brooklyn Nets won all day. What do you got for me?
The Lakers won because the Brooklyn Nets have
This guy.
they have an injured Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, who is toxic in the locker room. You have DeAndre Jordan, who they signed to a very large contract.
How's Kyrie Irving toxic in the locker room?
Were you not watching basketball this year? The Celtics were a mess because
So
of
how's
Kyrie
that Kyrie
Irving.
Irving's fault?
Kyrie Irving instigated the mess,
Kyrie Irving was the leader of the team.
and he failed miserably.
Well, sometimes to be a leader, you need to have good followers, like Jesus Christ and the disciples. The disciples they believed in Jesus. Did the Celtics believe in Kyrie? No, they did not.
Because
they didn't put their faith in Kyrie.
Kyrie didn't believe in the Celtics.
Kyrie wanted to believe in the Celtics, but he couldn't believe
Kyrie
in the
said
Celtics.
he would be back next year.
They
and then a
hung
month
Kyrie
later,
on the
he goes
cross.
right back
They
on it
hung
and
Kyrie
says,
on the cross. They crucified him. Okay? So now, Kyrie's going to go to heaven with the Brooklyn Nets, and he's going to resurrect his career, and Kevin Durant's going to be God.
So do you think all the free agents that the Lakers signed are washed up, minus LeBron and AD?
I never said that.
Dude,
I
Danny
think
Green,
they're
they signed
doing
Danny
something good
Green, they
over
signed
there.
Boogie Cousins, they re-signed Rajon Rondo. They have a much deeper
Boogie
cast.
Cousins.
They have a much deeper cast than the Brooklyn Nets.
Don't forget the Brooklyn Nets have Spencer Dinwiddie, an all-star from last year. Joe Harris, three-point champion.
True, but Joe Harris actually isn't that good of a player.
He really is.
He
No.
kind of is. I mean, he is in the
He's
NBA.
a role player. He's on the lower end of the spectrum of role player. The Brooklyn Nets, they go like
Joe Harris is bad. You got Rajon Rondo, so I don't know what you're talking about.
They go the Brooklyn Nets go 7 men deep, maybe 8 at the most, and the Lakers go deep all the way through the roster.
Okay, now moving on to the NFL. Who is going to win the MVP next year and why?
I think it's going to be Saquon Barkley. Last year, he won the Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he rushed for like 1,300 yards in his rookie year behind a terrible offensive line with a horrible quarterback.
I see one flaw. He's on the Giants. How are you going to win an MVP when you're on the Giants?
How can you win MVP
How
on a
can-
team that gets 4 wins?
So in baseball, it's about if you're on a winning team, you're more likely to get the MVP if you're good on a winning team because somebody has to get the stats. But in football, you don't have. You could be on an 0-16 team and rush for 1,500 yards and 13
Name
touchdowns.
one time that happened. Name one. I'd like to hear just one. Just one time that
That
happened.
has not happened because there's only been.
So
two
why are you
0-16.
saying it's happening?
It's hypothetical.
Hypothetically, you're wrong because you just said if you go 0-16, you can win the MVP. And I was like, when did that happen? And you're like, never. So hypothetically, no. Next.
Explain why Saquon will win
Okay,
the
Saquon
MVP on a team that has Daniel Jones as the starting quarterback.
Okay, so Saquon Barkley ran for like 1,300 yards last year, right? He
Hypothetically.
He was great out of the backfield as a receiver. He can run deep routes. He can run the flat, and after
Who's
he
gonna throw
gets
it to him?
Daniel Jones, and he can go through the tackles. He can go around the tackles. He's like one of the most multifaceted players that we have seen since like Christian McCaffrey, who is another MVP candidate.
Okay, well we've got some interesting opinions, and that's about it for In Your Face. I'm Quentin Gilbert,
I'm Hayden
See-
Minoyak.
And he's dumb.
and he's Drew Rulio. See you tomorrow.